Right, so we're kind of limited for time this weekend. Arsenal's about to kick off, and I've got a couple of things I want to do on the van today. Nothing crazy, but I'm also going out. Supposed to be going out at 1, which isn't happening because I want to watch the football, and a couple of things I want to do on the van. But I've done something since we last spoke. I've kind of organised my thoughts because it's been really fragmented when it comes to the van. Like, I'm just going out and just working on whatever I feel like it in that day, which is good, but sometimes you need to organise the chaos. Football's just kicked off. I've jumped into Trello. Kind of forgot how much I love Trello, if I'm being honest with you. I'm going to make a separate video about Trello and how I use it in different ways, but I haven't used it in a while for what I usually use it for. I've been sleeping on it, so I'm gonna make a separate video. But what I've done is I've basically created a massive like to-do list of everything that needs doing in the van. I've put everything into a backlog on Trello, and then this is just going to allow me to quickly just look into it, see what tasks I can do. And like today, for example, I've only got an hour or so, and I want to watch the football while I'm doing it. So I need something that's, hold up, Saka's edge of the box. I need something that's like quick for me to do, whatever, blah blah, and little things that I can do. So anyway, I've moved everything over to to-do list of stuff that I need to do today, and broken it down into categories and stuff. So staying the wood paddles, my plan is to basically just jump out into the van, put the football on the laptop and stain that quickly, and then the measurements for containers, could do that really quickly. Straps for jerry cans to be held in place, seems like it could be a quick job. Purchasing suppliers, buy self-tapping screws, stainless steel sink bowl. I'm going out this afternoon, so that's something I could do. And then the sink head, panel the back doors, and build shelf in kitchen cabinet. So I'd imagine all of the carpentry stuff is definitely not going to happen today, so that's probably going to be tomorrow. I muted the football for a second, copyright and all that, but in the van, paint all of this and get those to-do lists we see done while listening to the football. They're already 1-0 down, so not good, but let's crack on with this. It's still up as well, which is somewhat surprising. It's still here. Oh, it's been eventful. I forgot it's firework night. It ain't firework night, but it's the Saturday before, so let's get home and we'll digress. I may have forgot the wooden panels. I did get a black coat. Self-drilling screws for the wood. Self-drilling screws again, a different size because I messed up on that. Sanding sheets for the sander, I don't know what they're called. Hooks and eyes. I'm going to hook the camping lights in there somehow with those. Oh yeah, 2 large screw eyes. I'm going to get like the bungee cables to hold the water tanks in, put them in there. I went into the co-op, no not co-op, I went into Morrison's to see if they had a stainless steel bowl for the sink, and they didn't. So I ended up getting a pack of lighters and a pack of cookies. And I'm cutting, so probably not the best idea. Yeah, I'm getting old because all I was thinking about is, can't wait to take these shoes off. They're definitely a bit much. I feel like I want to smash that with a hammer. Getting quite good at DIY now. I'm not, by the way, as a joke. It's 11:41 Sunday morning. This is the current vibe. A little camping light in there, just keeping a bit of light, but stained all of this wood yesterday. It's looking good. Alright, so the first job today has all the potential of being really easy. I've already got this, tell you what, let's make it even easier for ourselves. Makes more sense, geez, doesn't it? First job should be relatively easy. I'm gonna put these bad boys on the bottom there, so this bungee can hold the water tanks in place. Seems quite straightforward, doesn't it? Maybe drill a little hole and just screw them in. Should have brought bought a dustpan, should have bought a brush, should have bought a dustpan, should have bought a brush. Oh, it's quite long to go and get that. Oh, don't even know if this is the best thing to do for this, but should probably mount it to the back of the van as well, but oh well. I'm doing this like there's gonna have any water in it for a while anyway. Boom, they're not going anywhere. Do these fit? First job done, 10 minutes, 41 seconds. Now the next thing I want to do is connect this battery back up and test these lights. I haven't had these lights on or the battery connected since I changed the actual battery of the van. So, and this van hasn't been started in forever. So plug all this back in, see what happens, mate. Yeah, I kind of forgot where the cushions were. Okay, leave that running for a sec. Hopefully these lights will work. Hey. Okay, so that's all working nicely. I do want to test if these 12 volts work or not. Let's do that now actually, why not? So to test this 12 volt quickly, I've got a wire to the power bank in there, so we will basically just use this to see if it works. Should do. Well, the bottom one works. It's charging. Right, so I'm going to leave the van running for a sec, and now I'm going to sort out these like camping lights. This thing's brilliant. I'll show you a little bit more about it, but just got some hooks, and I don't want to have too many of these, but I'm just literally going to pop one of these hooks, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, just so it's got something to kind of sit in and hold everything in place. And I don't think, yeah, so because of this end thing, I won't be able to use one of the eyes. It will have to be a hook, but plan is to basically just put them on the top there, so I can just quickly put this in and out and just run it through these hooks. And then obviously once the rest of the walls are done, have hooks in each corner, because the whole point of this is like you can weld this up and use it in other places. So I don't want them to be fixed permanently, but just have like fixings for them to be able to go in quickly essentially. So let's just get one of these. I'm pretty sure because of how thin this wood is, I should just be able to drive this in with my hand, but let's see. Seems sweet. Don't want them too exposed as well. Ideally I would have wanted these in black, but they didn't have any black ones in B&Q. Too long term I can just unscrew them and change them to black ones, so not the biggest deal. That's 2, 3, 4. But these ain't holding anything heavy as well, so. To get the full effects of this one, I'm going to want to close everything up just to quickly see. Not going to close it fully because my keys are outside and I don't know the logistics. I could turn these on eventually, pull these out, give this a little bit of leeway. These will just literally sit in there like that. Oh lovely, love it already. That's cool, that's fine by me I think for now. I mean, big lights in here as well, which obviously completely brightens it up. Super cool, man, super cool, love it. Remember all that pallet wood I said I couldn't use, it's going to be too heavy, sit in the back of my garden like this. So I'm going to hopefully use this wood to do the back door. Where I've left it out, all of it is a bit disgusting, so I'm going to have to treat it a little bit, I think. I have all of that wood, pulled all of these bits out. They're definitely not in a good state, so I'm going to play it by ear. Just measuring this back bit with that wood that I showed you earlier to try and see how much I'm going to kind of need. The plan is to literally just drill these straight into it. Probably should do battens and stuff that I've done before, but if I'm going to batten it into there, why not just go, I don't know. But these bits are going to prove to be a bit of an issue, so that's why I'm thinking, instead of having to put battens and bringing it out a little bit, just go straight into it, because it's going to have to be quite precise. So I'm going to kind of call that a day from inside of the van and try and, only 2:15, well, dependent, but I'm going to try and sort some of that wood out this afternoon. A couple of hours, and then now we'll be back out here because I want to see if that fits. You know, you never know where the day's going to go. I might end up getting one in and thinking, brilliant. But I think that wood kind of needs to dry out, if anything, as well. But let's have a look. So I cut that bit of wood to size, stain it to see how it comes out. Should really use the brush that I used the other day, but I think I'm pretty pleased with that, to be fair. Let's quickly go test that outside. Right, do we see any reason that won't work? I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work. I don't know, I'm kind of debating just screwing it in and seeing where I go on. Hey, yo, well, it kind of worked. The stain on it looks a bit rough, but I'll definitely obviously stain it all again once everything's in. But I'm looking at that thinking, crack on, geez. It's a bit tough to get this one in, can't lie, but I think I'm just going to go ahead with trying to use the pallet wood for the back doors at least. I'm only really going to do it down to here anyway, and I might carpet the bottom. No, sorry, I'm just going to put those original bracket things on there anyway, so it's only going to be from like here up to the top. And this is where we're going to leave today. I obviously put that one into the van already, and then I've just got the rest of these pieces of wood. Some of them are still a bit wet. I don't know the ins and outs of what you should do in terms of like drying it and whatever, so I'm just going to leave them all independently here. It's the weekend done. So I'm only getting around to editing that video now. It's now Friday the next weekend, and come to a couple of realizations post doing all of that on the weekend. I would have loved to maybe like save a bit of money using that wood, but it's just not worth it. So I went and bought some more cladding, and I also bought some of the stretch carpet. So try and get as much of that metal work with the carpet, and then go over like the bits that make sense with cladding. So another thing I had to kind of learn the wrong way, not the wrong way, but like I had to prep for that, and now knowing that I'm not going to use it is a little bit annoying, but hey ho. Yeah, back on to doing some work on it tomorrow. But I'm really at that point now where I think like, let's get it to a decent point where I can actually start using it, and then all of these other kind of small jobs we can do as we move on. The biggest thing I really need to do, in all honesty, is the ceiling fan, because then I can kind of finish it off to some extent, because the ceiling fan, obviously I can't do the ceiling inside of the van until I do that, but it's kind of a scary job, I think, and they've got like all ridges in the top of it, so it's not going to be even, and it's going to be a bit of a task to do. So I might have to call in external help to try and help me with it, because it's definitely something that I don't want to mess up. I don't want to have a massive hole in the van. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you watched it all the way through, make sure you comment underneath van build. Why not? Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.